friends, welcome to Love and Life's Journey. I'm Chantel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you saw my vlog from last weekend where my daughter Emily and I were making the piñata for the competition at work for Cinco de Mayo, we did not finish it in that video, and I promised you that when it was done I would show it to you. So here is our finished piñata, our flamingo, and it turned out really cute. We really liked how it came out. Let me show you its legs. And so we were really pleased with it. Unfortunately, we did not win the competition, but all of the piñatas that were entered were amazing, and it was just a lot of fun to do. We had a good time just being together and working on it, so it was a win anyway. And if you want to watch that vlog where we are making the piñata, I will put the link to that video in the description box below. So what have I got going for you today? I have 3 really easy farmhouse style DIYs that can be made from products from Dollar Tree, and they are less than $5 each to make. So one of them is even just $1. So let's not wait any longer. Let's just jump right in and get started. All of my supplies for these 3 DIYs are from Dollar Tree, starting with this little chalkboard, and then 2 succulents. These are the little faux succulents. I'll also be using some Spanish moss, and honestly I don't know if this one came from Dollar Tree, but you can get different types of moss at Dollar Tree. And I'll be using a chalkboard marker, which you can get at Dollar Tree. So this first step is optional. I just decided to take some painter's tape and tape off the chalkboard on the inside. I thought it would make painting the frame a little bit faster and easier, but you totally do not have to do this, and just as long as you're careful while you're painting the frame. Once I had that all taped off, then I'm just using some Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory, and I'm going to give all of the wood 2 coats of this paint. I went ahead and removed my painter's tape, and then I realized I probably should have left it on for this next step, because I'm going to also dry brush some darker paint over this just to give it a little bit more of a weathered look. And so I used some of the elephant colored chalk paint by Waverly and just dry brush some of this on. Dry brushing is when you just get a very little bit of paint on a dry brush and then lightly brush it over the paint just to give it a little bit of a distressed look. So now I'm going to take a little bit of my moss and just glue it in the bottom left corner, and that's just going to be kind of a base to put my succulents on. Then I'm just going to use my hot glue gun and glue those succulents right onto the frame. And I did use a pair of wire cutters to trim the stems of the succulents down before I glued them on. And that's all there is to it. Now it's ready for you to write any message that you would like to on it. I love doing projects with these faux succulents. This one was so easy, and I really like how it came out. For this next project, I am going to be using this word family that I picked up at Dollar Tree. It's made out of plastic, and I'm going to be using some Waverly Ivory colored chalk paint. It's my favorite, and I am going to just dry brush all over this thing just to give it more of a farmhouse look. And if you wanted to, you could totally paint the whole word if you wanted it to be white. There are a lot of little spaces to paint inside of this, and I didn't really want to take the time to do that. Plus I thought I wanted to have the black with a white accent. So that's what I am doing. A lot of times you can find these words in the aisle with the picture frames at Dollar Tree, and they usually have several different words: love, laugh, family, live, maybe. I'm not sure, but I have seen different words. So this is just really easy DIY just to make this look more farmhouse, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And since this is plastic, you can kind of rub off some of the excess right away if you get a little bit more than you like, and you probably saw me doing that, but it's really easy to work with. And I think it makes just a really cute accent piece just to your decor, especially when you have it next to a family picture or something. So super easy, and it cost $1. For this last DIY, I will be using these 3 little wall decor pieces that I picked up in my last Dollar Tree haul. I will link that video in the description box below in case you missed it. But they just went together so well, and I decided to pair them with some of this burlap ribbon, also from Dollar Tree. And I love that they looked so good together. I didn't need to do anything to these wall decor pieces, so I am just putting them together in a grouping to make them look more like an upscale decor piece. So first I laid them out vertically the way I wanted with the spacing that I wanted, and then I'm just measuring my ribbon to be about 6 inches longer on the top and the bottom. So I want it to be about 12 inches longer than the length of the actual wall decor pieces. Hopefully that made sense, but you will see what I'm doing with it as I go along. So I just turned the wall decor pieces over, and I am going to be gluing my ribbon to the back of these. And I'm leaving, like I said, 6 inches at the top, and then I'll glue the ribbon down, and I'm trying to center it on these wall decor pieces the best I can. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you stick around by hitting that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell and set your notifications so that you will not miss out on any DIY projects that are coming up. I'm just using my hot glue gun to glue this down, and I would highly recommend using some of these finger protectors that Dollar Tree carries. These are amazing, and since the burlap ribbon is a very loose weave, the glue will come through that ribbon, and it's really easy to burn your fingers. So I highly recommend those finger protectors. You can find them usually in the crafting aisle, the craft supplies, crafters square section of Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to continue gluing all 3 of the pieces down, and I'm just measuring in between, making sure the gap between the wall decor pieces is the same and that my ribbon is centered. Next, I'm going to take another piece of the burlap ribbon, and I'm making a loop. I'm going to hot glue that together so that I have a loop, and then I'm going to pinch it in the center and glue that together to make a bow. And really, you can just make this any size that you like, that you think looks good. You know, some people like a smaller bow, some people like a bigger bow, just as really personal preference. Next, I'm going to cut a short piece of burlap ribbon for the center of the bow, and I'm going to be using a piece of jute twine to tie around the center of the bow just to cinch it up. Then I will wrap that small piece of burlap ribbon around the center and glue it on the back to finish off my bow. Then I'm going to take the top of the ribbon that's glued to the decor pieces, and I am going to fold it over just to make a nice clean edge, and I will glue that down to secure it, and then I'm going to glue my bow on the top of that. And I'm just sticking my metal ruler underneath it so that the hot glue doesn't stick to the paper that I have down protecting my desk, and so it will peel off easily off of that metal ruler. Then at the bottom of my piece, I'm going to trim off the extra ribbon that I don't want, and then I'm going to cut a little notch in that ribbon just to give it a nice finished edge. And the last step is to add a little hanger to this, so I am taking some jute twine and I'm just tying a loop, and then I'm going to glue that to the back of the burlap bow. So here it is finished. I love how this turned out. It only cost $4 from the items from Dollar Tree, and it was super fast to put together. I love how it looks. So let me know in the comments below which project is your favorite. I don't know that I can pick a favorite. I really like them all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future DIYs. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day. There it is, our finished flamingo piñata, and if you want to see the vlog where we were making it, I will link that video in the description box below. So what do I have going for today?